Yo, what's good guys? This is Nightwing2303 and today we have a performance review on one of my favorite shoes of the year so far. This is the Adidas Crazy Explosive. They're crazy ugly, but they're crazy awesome at the same time. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get right into it. So as far as traction, man, these things are beasts. I don't know why, but Adidas, even when they use translucent rubber, they normally don't lose any grip. Something that they've done previously in the past is when they have a really great pattern, they kind of like really make it tight and compact, and then when you have dust in there, it's just a big mess. These guys, they didn't have that problem. While dust will get in there and you will have to wipe periodically, the grip on these things are insane. And on top of that, you can see that it's just multi-directional. This goes everywhere. But overall, the traction here was fantastic. As far as cushion, we've got full-length boost. And as you know, boost is life. What we have is a TPU wrap on the entire lateral end. Meanwhile, the medial side is completely exposed. Don't worry though, this guy right here is super rubbery. It's kind of like a really soft TPU, so it doesn't feel like a hard plastic. It actually has a little bit of give to it, so even with some pressure, it is able to expand a little bit. And what they've done here is completely enclose the forefoot so that you don't have any lateral instability, but they've opened up sections of the heel so that it's still able to kind of like expand. And what this does is give you the most abundant amount of boost cushion while still being contained. And then like I said, the entire medial side is just exposed. These things feel awesome. They feel like the Ultra Boost but in a basketball shoe. Like it's crazy. I think something that helps that out is also this little channel right here. It's just kind of like cored out a little bit, so when you step on the shoe or you're running or whatever, it's got a little bit extra compression. So not only do you have the extra compression while you're stepping or planting, but you also have just boost cushion in general, which is awesome. It's super fluffy and it's amazing. I can't even, that's all I'm going to leave it as. This cushion wise, amazing. If you wanted a little bit more detail, I mean, I'll give you a little bit more. Basically, the Rose 7 and the Crazy Light Boost were firmer setups. These guys are not like that. They're plush, okay? So they're really comfortable. Now, as far as materials go, there's going to be a couple different options, one of which is this right here. This is the Primeknit edition. I don't remember what the other stuff is, but it looks like a spandexy kind of upper with some fuse overlays. But Primeknit's where it's at. They've only charged a little bit more for these than the other ones. So I mean, if you're on a super tight budget, then I would go with the other guys. But for me personally, Primeknit is just fantastic. And what I find really interesting is that Adidas is able to use 100% Primeknit on these guys. So it's kind of stretchy and you wouldn't think that it would work, but for whatever reason it does. Like right here, for example, there is a layer of kind of like a nylon just underneath and backing it, so it doesn't allow any stretch right here. But all of this is just free Primeknit, and then you have another layer right here that's underneath it. Feels kind of like a TPU, and so you got a little bit more structure right there. And it's like that throughout, so you got, you know, huge chunks of just 100% pure Primeknit, and then you have a couple of little layers just for added support and stability in those sections so that you don't have a tear or something like that. And it feels great. You get a customized fit no matter what your foot shape is. It is going to be less durable than anything that's more of a synthetic, but for the comfort that it brings, to me, it's worth it. As far as their fit, I'd say go true to size. There is this internal boot right here, so it kind of fills up what little dead space there could be in the shoe. However, it is Primeknit, so it's very soft and very stretchy, like I said, so if you wanted to, you might be able to go down half a size without any issues. But for me, they gave me a size 9, and that's pretty much what works. I was actually surprised. They just look really long, so I thought that I would need a half a size down, but they're perfect. And the lockdown right here, it's a little weird. It's definitely unconventional. All it is just some nylon strands, and there's not a lot of them. So for a high top shoe to only have really 4 eyelet spaces, I think it's kind of crazy. Crazy explosive. No, that's a really bad joke. Cut that out. That's like pure whiteness right there. Now, even though there are only 4 eyelets, they're in strategically placed areas, so basically you get that forefoot containment, and then you have your heel lockdown and your midfoot lockdown right there in the last two. When you play in them, things are going to stretch out a little bit, and so you will need to readjust your laces at least 2 times. That's what I did. But since then, they've been perfect for me. No additional issues or anything like that. I think it's just kind of like a normal break-in process. You stretch the materials out a little bit, and then once that's done, you're pretty much good to go. Now, the insides are just really nice, dude. They're super padded. I love this inner boot right here. It fits like a glove. Everything moves and stretches and flexes with your foot the way it's supposed to. And even though they are high, they are channeled right here, so it kind of like moves and articulates like a mid. I absolutely love these things. I didn't think I would. I thought this was more of a big man shoe, but they don't even feel like it. When they're on your foot, they just kind of feel like they're an extension of you with some really great cushion. Now, their support features, we've kind of gone over a little bit earlier. You have this nice flat wide base. You've got that cradling effect with the extended midsole, along with the TPU wrap that goes all the way up, not just in the outrigger, but all the way up through the heel. And one last thing of their support feature is this little arch right here. And it's not so little. It actually goes all the way through the entire entire shoe. It's a spring plate and it's a stabilization plate. Works in tandem with the exaggerated base TPU wrap, which makes that Boost midsole a lot more supportive than it actually seems. The rest of the support is going to rely heavily on the fit. If these things fit sloppy for you, maybe you didn't get the correct size, not really sure, but you probably won't have a great experience with their support. However, if you do get the correct size, they'll wrap around your foot like a glove with that Primeknit upper and you should be satisfied. Something to note though is that because the upper is stretchy right here, that collar area, and the boot is really easy to get in and out of, you will be safe wearing a brace with these with your true size. You won't have to really mess with anything, so they'll fit in there perfectly, giving you just a little bit extra security if that's something that you want. That pretty much takes care of it. These guys right here have taken over my go-to shoe, which was previously the D-Rose 6 Primeknit. Initially, I was expecting the Crazy Light Boost 2016 to replace the D-Rose for me, but these guys here snuck right in and was just like, nah dude, like this got everything. It's got traction, it's got cushion, it's got the materials you love, it's got a great fit. I'm surprised with this shoe, dude. Like this was not something that I was expecting, and I'm totally down for it. If you guys are interested in something like that, I highly recommend trying these guys out. If they offer you what you need, then I'm pretty sure you're gonna be satisfied. If you need any more information, you want their performance scores, their weight, their price, all that kind of good stuff, all you gotta do is head over to weartesters.com. Direct link will be in the description box below. So thank you guys for watching. Thanks for all your support, and until next time guys, have a good one. Inside there's leather outside. Some of it you can see is what they call like a vac tech, so it's kind of like embossed or debossed, I don't know which one, I always forget. And they kind of stamp in the logos, which I think is really slick. They've removed a lot of the tech branding, even though the tech is still in there. This is a charged midsole. And then the insole that they use is a Micro G insole, which is cool. Like I said, all the inside is all. Did a Wear Testers Trash Talk live with me and Jaron, and then we also had a bunch of random just supporters guest on the show on accident, which was funny. So if you want to check that out, check the link in the description box. It's over on Jaron's channel. But back to the shoes. So these guys feature a woven upper, performance woven, and it feels great. There's nothing backing it back there, so you're getting